Can you believe it? The markets are doing it again. I know 2025 has been absolutely hectic so far. Seems like we're getting a new black swan event every month, and our portfolios are definitely feeling it. I'm sure you guys know what's been going on with tensions rising between some big players around the globe. But let's try to keep it light today and just focus on what the charts are telling us. Let's take a look at some of the major metrics to see what we're dealing with. Bitcoin dominance is currently sitting just under 65%, and it looks like there haven't been any sharp jumps in the dominance chart as of lately, but rather a gradual incline. We saw the overall price of Bitcoin dip down under 100k, but since then it seems to have recovered and stabilized around the 103k range. As for the global money supply, it's nowhere near the highs of the last bull run, but it still seems to be on a solid upward trend as well. Global liquidity is actually the highest it's been since March of 2022, marking a 3-year high. As the money supply continues to climb, the crypto markets tend to follow a few months after. And if you look at the previous bull runs in 2017 and 2021, we see a similar correlation between Bitcoin and global liquidity. It makes sense. With more money available to spend, some of it will go towards stocks and crypto. Although it tends to start with the safer investments and actually trickles down to high risk assets like crypto, which is most likely the reason for the delay. But of course, liquidity aside, the recent global events are causing the markets to tank pretty hard right now. But with all of the conflicts going on, it's very easy to miss some of the bullish crypto news we got this week. For example, Coinbase is seeking SEC approval to offer tokenized stocks on the blockchain. This could open the door to traditional stocks like Apple or Tesla in a more decentralized way if things get approved. For all my Tron fans, I'm sure you already know this one, but Tron is set to go public soon through a reverse merger. This means they'll get listed by purchasing ownership of a small company that's already listed on the Nasdaq, making the process much faster. We could see Tron on the stock exchange in as little as 2 months. Now, before we continue, it's important to stay ahead of news like this in crypto, and every minute counts when you're basically competing against other traders. That's why I think you could benefit from something like the FireHustle VIP Discord. I share all my alpha, market research updates, and more here. Not only that, but you'll gain access to portfolio reviews, exclusive VC deals, alerts on my portfolio buy and sells, early videos, and tons more. So if you're interested, come and try it out for a month at wap.com/FireHustle. I hope to see you there. Now, I want to narrow our focus down to 2 specific sectors in crypto. That's AI and DeFi. We already know that AI is now involved in pretty much every single business out there, and it's only going to become more and more useful. That's why a lot of the top investors like Cathie Wood are placing serious bets on the AI industry. The proof is in the pudding. We're seeing crazy AI news popping up every day. Just now, OpenAI scored a $200 million contract with the US Department of Defense for the use of AI models. Not only that, but Amazon's CEO says the company expects to start cutting corporate jobs and replace them with AI. I get it. Some people believe AI is coming for all of our jobs. The best we can do is at least figure out how to profit from it before robots take over the planet. Obviously, I'm joking. But the important part is that AI is advancing fast, and it's smart to stay ahead of it. I think one of the best strategies is to look at where all the whales are focusing their attention. Aside from AI, I'm seeing tons of money flooding into decentralized finance. I mean, the president's own son is heavily involved in DeFi. He stated the primary goal of his World Liberty Financial Project is to make DeFi more broadly accessible. Not only that, but we're seeing BlackRock, one of the biggest wealth managers, integrate their BUIDL fund with the Euler DeFi project on Solana. Yes, DeFi and AI are great, but what happens when you combine the two? I stumbled upon this project while looking at the DeFi sector, specifically PayFi. If you don't know what PayFi is, it's basically a category within DeFi that focuses on being able to send and receive transactions or pay for goods and services on the blockchain. So what's the project all about? Well, basically it's like an AI supercharged version of Cash App on the blockchain. It's called Reveel, and the reason I'm comparing it to Cash App is because of this feature right here called Pay ID. It lets you create your own user ID and send and receive crypto with it. So instead of using annoying wallet addresses, you can boil it down to a simple name. I think something like this is pretty important for onboarding retail investors, since sending and receiving crypto can get pretty tricky for someone who's new to Web3. There's a lot of room for mistakes like sending the wrong stablecoin on the wrong network, mixing up wallet addresses, not having enough gas to make a transaction, and tons more. Let's check out this demo video on their website and let's see how they aim to solve this stuff. Not bad. Reveel lets you send and receive any stablecoin from any available chain and automatically settle the funds in your preferred currency. As of now, it looks like they support Ethereum, Polygon, Optimism, Base, and BNB chain. But if you're really lazy, their next feature might help. It's called Reva AI. It's a pretty simple AI agent that handles their back-end work of sending payments for you. For example, you can simply send Reva a message to pay someone, including the pay ID, amount, and stablecoin, and it'll just handle it for you. The agent can also integrate with different messaging apps and social media platforms, and using it can even earn you rewards through the Reva coin. All of these features are handled through the Reveal wallet app. This is where you can store your crypto across multiple chains and wallets and send and receive crypto payments all in one app. The team says it's like if MetaMask and Venmo had a baby. What's also pretty cool is that the project is backed by Binance Labs and partnered with Privy, a crypto wallet which was recently bought out by the payment processor Stripe for $1 billion. While they show strong early support, always remember that even projects with big partners carry risks, especially in their early phases. But let's take a look at some recent news and updates from them. It looks like they're currently running a campaign to reward early users with points that may be converted into tokens later. Of course, that's subject to change based on their own timelines and terms, so make sure to review the project site directly. But you can expect it to happen sometime around the token's TGE within the coming weeks. Overall, they definitely have some strong use cases and utility. The best part is that we're pretty early as well. Let me know what you guys think about Reveal and the PayFi sector overall, because I'm curious to know what you guys think. Now, a lot of you often ask me what my favorite exchange to use is, and the truth is I don't have one. There are just too many hacks and downtimes to just rely on a single platform. Even major platforms like Coinbase have had major outages. That's why I use over 10 exchanges, and one of my main go-to platforms is WEEX, and it's available in pretty much any country around the world. They offer some of the lowest fees on trading, and if you sign up with my link down below, you'll receive a 200 USDT bonus and a chance to earn up to 30,000 USDT in rewards. Full terms and eligibility are linked down below. And that's all, folks. As always, none of this is financial advice. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay in the loop. Check out the VIP Discord for my portfolio strategies, especially in volatile markets. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.